Hey, so welcome back out to the shop. Today I am back working on Mara's Jeep. This is episode 26, I think. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to dress up this motor a little bit. I bought some engine degreaser and I'm going to pick this thing up, take it outside, try to get as much oil and grease off it as I can. I did find there's a couple of spots where it looks like it might be leaking. The oil filter adapter there is a common place for these 4 liters to leak. And it looks like it also might have a rear main seal or valve cover gasket leaking. So I'm going to get in here, I'm going to take a look at it, a couple of things. But first we're going to pressure wash this sucker down, see if maybe we want to take care of that before we stab it in the Jeep. We're going to get this guy up and outside and get it as clean as we can. So I've had my doubts about whether or not this engine has been messed with in that Jeep before, and I pretty much confirmed just now that it either was messed with or in the donor one. Maybe this was factory, but there's supposed to be E-Torx bolts here and here, and you can see that one's missing. So I'm thinking, because this is what gave me the first clue here, is this writing here is like junkyard writing. And then they had some numbers down on the engine somewhere else that were, there we go, down there. So all that leads me to believe that this engine is probably not factory original either, or the transmission or something had to come out of it in the donor. So it doesn't change anything, still seems to be healthy, but it's just an interesting find as we're starting to jack this sucker up. That is what kind of started making me think, all right, so I should probably do something with the oil leaks on this. And what this is right here is an adapter to make this oil filter fit into the space, and sometimes it leaks. And I'm pretty sure that's what we're dealing with here. You can see like it'll leak, get into the groove there for the oil pan and run down here. And then because the engine was sitting to the front for a little while, it was run up to the front. So I think if we take this guy off, we will be able to change out the O-rings. There's two or three O-rings in here that we need to change out, and we'll be able to solve that problem. So I went ahead and took the engine harness off. Now what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to take the water pump and other accessories off of here so that I can just get them out of the way. Water pump not in bad condition. Might put it aside to reuse it, but they're so cheap I don't think I'm gonna do that. Might put it aside for a spare in case I ever need it, but water pump's off. Oh, that's pretty nasty. We can see this was definitely sitting a little while. That's what happens when something sits around. You know, it's not good for it. Use it or lose it. So these guys, when you let them sit, you see that split right there? They corrode. All this corrosion and all the rust, they get inside there. That sucker is seized up solid, but it corrodes and expands. It's split there and split along here. A lot of times when you're trying to recover or revive an old Cherokee like this is going to be something that's going to bite you. So if you're reviving a Cherokee that's been sitting for like 4 or 5 years, bring one of these along. Not perfect, but it's clean now. I can touch it without my hand turning to black. So, got some paint coming off of the valve cover. Paint coming off the head. Can't really tell yet if it's leaking for sure up through here, but it really sure seems like it. So, I think we'll pull this guy off and see if we can swap out that seal. Maybe leave the rear main seal for now. It didn't seem like it was terribly bad up in there. Most of it I think is coming from here, so we'll change this. I think we'll change the oil filter adapter. We might change the valve cover since we have it out. And then I'm going to take a look at this front seal to see if this is worth changing too. So I think you have to take the whole cover off, and I don't remember if you have to take the whole cover off to change that seal, or if you have to take the whole cover off to change the oil pan gasket. But either way, I want to take a look at it, so we'll pull this out and look at it just to see if we can change that quick. You saved me one? Oh, good. Oh, that's good chocolate. Now I'm going to be eating on the video. Well, that's it for today. Got it out. We got it cleaned. I'm going to separate the transmission tomorrow or later tonight. I don't know. For now, I'm going to drag it in, put it in front of this fan so that it'll try to dry as fast as possible. I got chocolate in my mouth. So good. It's good having a helper to bring me chocolate. Well, we'll see you guys in another minute. Doing more. Thanks for stopping out. See you on the next one.